Hello, and this is my digital multi-track recording studio, and I'm just going to give a brief description of how I make my recordings, how I make my CDs. And over here is my guitars, my bass guitar, my American Fender Stratocaster, and my acoustic Takamine acoustic guitar, and my amplifiers. And this is where I make all my recordings. This is my little keyboard. I'm not a great keyboard player, but I play on it a little bit when I'm making my CDs. I can make it sound like strings, orchestra, horns, whatever. This is my little drum machine, my Roland R5 human rhythm composer, and it sounds like real drums. And when you hear drums on my CDs, that's what you're hearing. You're hearing that little box, and it sounds like real drums. This over here is my digital Tascam 8-track recorder. Now, I know some of you that may be thinking 8-track, you may think you're thinking about those old 8-track players back years ago, but that's not what this is. When I mean 8-track, I mean it's got 8 separate channels, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 8, and you can record up to 8 separate parts on this machine, and they'll all play together. And when you're done, it sounds like you've got a whole band playing. I'll play, say on track 1, I'll record a rhythm guitar first. Then over here on track 2, I may put drums. Then on track 3, I may put a bass guitar. Track 4, a lead guitar. 5, maybe a keyboard. 6, a lead vocal. 7, a backup vocal. 8, maybe another backup vocal. And then it all plays together. So what I do is I'll record one guitar, then I'll put on my headphones and I'll play it back, what I just recorded, and I'll play along with the instrument I just recorded, but I'll record the second instrument on a separate track, and I have to hear what I first recorded through the headphones so I can play along with it. And all this is coming through my headphones. The first instrument I recorded plus what I'm playing the second time, all of this is coming through my headphones, so I have to have my headphones to hear all this stuff while I'm recording. And I just do this multiple times until I've got all my instruments recorded that I want to record. I play the bass guitar, the rhythm guitar, lead guitar, the drums on the drum machine. I'm no drummer. Sitting behind a real drum kit is a lot different from tapping around on this little box, and any real drummer could tell you that. But it serves its purpose, and it sounds like real drums, and it's a lot more convenient than setting up a whole drum kit, you know, and having to have microphones and all that. Now this over here is my 24-track digital multi-track recorder, and it works on the same principle as the other machine, except it's got a lot more channels and a lot more tracks to put instruments on. And I'll show you. Okay. Now here's the guitar on track 1. On track 2, I've got the bass. Put those two together. On track 4, you got drums. 5, 6, 7. Over here got vocals. Just give it to Jesus. Backup vocal over here. Well, he knows how you feel, 'cause he's been there before, and he really wants to help you. If you open up the door, give it to Jesus. That's how it's done. This is a new song I'm working on. I just wrote it a few months ago. Hanging over you. First track that'll be on my new CD. I haven't put it out yet. y'all back down. Just give it. Here you got just the drums. I put drums on all these tracks. Got a bass drum. There's a hi-hat or bass drum. Snare. There's the hi-hat. Here's the bass. Here's the guitar. The lead guitar over here. That's my strap. Drums out. That's just the strap. Here's the rhythm guitar. Put the drums back in. Bass back in. Vocals back in. Just give it to Jesus. Just give it to Jesus. Just give it to Jesus. Anyway, that's the way it's done. And that's a new recording I just made. And I won't be done with that CD probably for another several months, because it usually takes about 4 or 5 months for me to do one. Because you can tell by looking at this that it's a very time-consuming process. I usually spend anywhere from 4 to 8 hours just on one song, depending on how complicated it is and how many overdubs I do. And overdubs meaning how many times I put an instrument on here or a vocal track. I'm not much of a keyboard player, like I said before, but I do put a little bit of keyboard on there every now and then. And that's how I do it. I know a lot of people don't understand, you know, when they hear a recording, they think, you know, well, you've got all these musicians playing, but that's not necessarily the case. And but technology's made it available made it possible to do in a home studio what you used to have to go to a professional studio to do. And but I have fun doing it, and I enjoy doing it, and I hope you enjoyed my little tour of my home studio. Okay.